Hey everyone, this is Prince Watercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Tougi King Colossus. This is going to be a short one because, well, we don't have that much far left to go in the abyss. All we have is one more platforming section, and this took 3 tries for me to do. Gotta be really good on the platforming here, land on the edge of these platforms. Very easy. You just gotta know what to do. You gotta leap off the edge of all these platforms. Very simple compared to the first 2. Just watch what you're doing, otherwise you'll be back in that one room with the 2 mimics. Now we're over here, we are now taking a very linear path to where we need to go. So all we need to do now is just follow the path, wipe out any monsters that we need to wipe out. Be sure to save after you get into this room, so that way, in case you die at any point, you don't have to deal with any of the platforming here ever again. And there's that humanoid form that those fireballs have that I was talking about. They usually just shoot a 4-way shot, and they stand there, and then they turn back into their fireball form and just start moving around again. And we have another soul that we can talk to who tells you that there is no way to escape from here as long as desire exists. Thankfully, we may have a shot. Maybe. All we have to do now is just find the king, and maybe he may be able to help us, or at least help us try to find a way out. Be sure to kill this last skeleton too, so that way you can get a key. And beyond this door lies King Orphis. Here he is. King Orphis tells us to defeat desire as quickly as possible, and that the sooner we can do it, the better, because what happened to Luphilia is going to happen to this place, and not only that, but the people are fighting in the Colosseums to help her gain dark power. If she is allowed to take control of the entire world, the whole world will be like Luphilia. We can't have that, obviously. King Orphis will then tell you that there's a gate to the dark world on the roof of the castle, and that if you can cross it, you'll be back in the land of the living again. We've got to take it. Before we go, he powers up the legendary sword and opens the doorway to the roof of the castle. And the legendary sword becomes the shining sword. Also, it should be noted that if you want to use it, be sure to re-equip it, because otherwise it'll have the attack power of your recent weapon that you were using before you got automatically equipped with the shining sword. And as you can see, the attack for the shining sword was almost at 200, so we're doing pretty alright for ourselves in terms of leveling up and everything. We should be able to beat the game at this rate. Now that we've talked to King Orphis, all that we have to do left is to fight off all these skeletons, go up these stairs after fighting off one last magician. I was hoping maybe I could get my health back up to full, but the rate I'm going, I won't necessarily need it. It's boss time, and there's no going back. I'm going to equip the Shining Sword and Time Stop, because I'm going to show you the quickest way to beat this enemy. Here's the guy who teleported us up here into this living nightmare of a world. We get to see his true form, which is this thing, the Guardian of the Dark World. Wait for him to lower his head like that, and when it's almost at the ground, use Time Stop, walk up to him, make sure you don't run into him, and keep attacking with the Shining Sword after you use Time Stop. You definitely want to use Time Stop for this, because that way you don't have to worry about him moving around, and you can keep wailing on him for as long as you have magic points. You'll have to use Time Stop at least 3 times in order to beat this guy, the way that I'm doing it. But you don't risk running out of health, you don't risk taking a whole bunch of damage. And you'll be able to finish him off in no time. So you have enough MP to do this with, that'd be great. And we defeated the Guardian of the Dark World. And as soon as we do that, the pentagram on the roof begins to light up. Turns to a white square, we're teleported back to the surface. We are now completely healed, so we don't have to worry about that. And we have to hurry to Dystaria Castle, because how else are we gonna destroy Dystaria's, not Dystaria, but just Desire's wicked schemes. Almost completely forgot her name and just completely blanked out. But we're gonna continue on and go into the Dystaria Castle in the next video, because we've reached the end of the Abyss segment. And because the Jehovah's Witnesses tried to shove a Watchtower pamphlet behind my screen door because I accidentally left it unlocked. Fun fact for recording this thing for you. So anyway, join me next time where I go through the Dystaria Castle. Until then, this is Prince Watercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!